Oh hi, it's Bukai, and welcome back to another video of Knockout City, and this is still the first day that I had on here, and this was probably the most fun game that I had so far out of all of them, mainly because considering I learned a lot about the game and I was facing against people that I would have to say outclassed me, and I do enjoy facing against people that are better than me because there's a lot more I can learn, and it was inside of this game that I kind of learned that the border around your screen shows you an indicator as to when you were going to be hit and where. I didn't notice that until basically the very, very end, and as you can see, classic Bukai, already first one dead, should be obvious on there that this was I got outclassed. Now, the one thing that I am curious about for people that are playing this game on there, and like, I've been going by pure visual, by my eye. What I want to know is, how are these guys switching targets so fast? Like, you'll notice that when I come back around on there, I just get smoked. And here I'm just being dumb on there. Like, I was getting frustrated and just bewildered, being like, wow, these guys are good. What are they doing that I'm doing wrong? And I'm actually letting my team down, and I feel bad for that. And, you know, I kind of then go, okay, I gotta hang around with this guy. And I kind of realized that if they're watching, I mean, I don't know about the indicator at this time, but I'm like, these guys are knowing when something is coming on there. So I need to do something to bypass it. And I decide, let's see if passing bypasses it. And this guy just knows how to curve the ball, and I really, really need to learn how to curve the ball. I haven't bothered to actually learn it yet. I'm hoping that by my second day of actually gameplay, because all of these are recorded after the first day on there, I'm hoping that I can actually, pick it up and learn how to curve the ball properly. I think that is... I'm trying to decide between the actual target swapping might be a better idea to try to learn and implement first. Then once you've kind of implemented your target swapping, then go into your curving, because considering the target swapping is more important because I can very quickly swap between accounts and very quickly basically knock a guy down and whip the ball over to a secondary guy, knocking him out of the game. You can pull off some weird moves and things that even they pulled off against me, considering I'm like, okay, yeah, he's targeting this guy. I just came around a corner, and all of a sudden it's like, bam, right in my face. I'm like, wow, how did he do that on there? How did he switch targets so fast? And I'm still bad with the actual shooting of the actual people. Yeah, sorry about that. And here I get gerbaited. I should have known that the guy was standing still. I mean, I played enough dodgeball games to know that if a guy's standing still, he ain't AFK, he's baiting you into doing something. And, I took it. Hook, line, and sinker on there. Sometimes my hubris gets the best of me, but, is what it is. Learning experience on there. Just try and remember it. This is just another dodgeball game. And there's kind of a shot that I had taken that threw me completely off my game. I'm like, how did he shoot me? How did he even... Like, he was targeting standing in front of another guy, but the ball went towards me. I was not prepared for that. So if I could figure out, or if people could let me know how they switch targets so fast, that would be actually beneficial towards my game out there. And, I'm hoping that I can start implementing that in order to get better at the physical game. Other than that, I'm still trying to hang around my actual teammates on there, and, I'm not doing the best, but I'm able to actually take down a guy, and this guy here knows how to basically backpedal. I think that the backpedaling speed in this game is a little... I mean, I don't want to say a little too fast, considering I do play other dodgeball games where it's literally instantaneous as well. But at the same time, that game, you have to stand still to cast or to throw. So there's a reasoning for it. Now, here's where something happens that completely throws me off my game, and I kind of stop and I'm trying to figure out what happens. How did this guy throw over the wall? If people could let me know in the comments on there as to what this guy did, because I would really, really want to learn how to do that, because considering that opens up the game immensely. How did that guy throw over the wall? I didn't think that was possible. If it is, which it obviously it is on there, like, I would love to know if anybody else knows how he did that. And I may just try and make some custom games with a friend and basically try to screw around and try to figure out exactly what that guy did. And there's my nice little lag on there where I let go of the ball after the guy was already dead. Just a whoopsie moment on there. And, you know, this was a mistake. I did think I saw somebody over there, but I kind of, yeah, there he is. But we kind of ignored him, which allowed us to get flanked, and I still don't know about the actual ball. This guy here gets another curveball that looks like it's going elsewhere and just smokes me in the face. Did not see it coming. Well played to him on there. He completely outplayed me. I will definitely have to add that to my list of skills, considering curveballs are huge on there, and I think that will step me up on my game. As of right now, though, I think priority should probably still be target swapping. Depending on how hard the target swapping is, it might just be a simple camera flick and whatnot, but we will see, we will see. And you can tell that they're targeting me specifically on there, and I kind of learned that because why not on there? It's something that you see in a lot of dodgeball games, and it unfortunately kills communities. It's the old-fashioned kill the weak rather than kill the strong. I'm not a big fan of that system. It's kills communities, considering nobody ever learns, considering they spend 90% of the game time dead, and the community only really learns when there's like 12 people left. It's a sad situation, but is what it is on there. I can't blame people for playing to win versus playing to get better on there. Now, here's where I'm actually really proud of this moment on there. I kind of smoke one of them in the face, and I kind of bait one of them in, thinking that, okay, yeah, I'll get the ball, and then I just jump up, grab it, and lightly jab it into his face on there, knocking him out. And I kind of was hoping that I was able to get the other guy, you know, 2 versus 1 on there, the 2 guys in the same clan. But, you know what, my teammate got him. I'm happy with that outcome. I should have stuck to the high ground because I would have been able to keep up my teammate, but I didn't, and I was completely lost on here now, considering there was an enemy, and I don't know where he went, and now there was 2 enemies, and now I'm basically dead. I'm on the train tracks. I don't know how long I lived for, but thankfully my ally managed to turn it into a trade, and so now the score is 5-1. Or, sorry, 4-5. Wow, I cannot read. Reading hard, folks. But yes, here's where I also kind of realized that, okay, they've got to be looking at some kind of indicator that's telling them that they're ready to shoot. So I try and bypass it by chucking the ball over, and then I whip the ball at his face, hitting him, hurting him. I still don't know what the indicator is until the very end of this game, once I start looking back at the footage, and I go, oh my god, if I had sound on, like, it's so blatantly obvious. How did I not see this for all of these games? But you know what? Is what it is. It's a learning experience. You'll do better next time and whatnot. Now, the game is 8-6. I'm falling behind my ally, and I notice out of the corner of my eye someone running up that way, but I noticed it post, and by the time I react, we're both dead, and it's 9-9. And now it's a very serious situation, considering it's a do-or-die moment. This is round 3 and 9-9, so we're going to see what happens. If this was the rules of the Dragon Arena, then what would happen is immediately it would be, well, now you have to trade. Dem's the rules. If you're 19-19, you have to trade 20-20. Dem's the rules, but, you know, it's not the same rules in every dodgeball game, so it's understandable. Now, I get a long ball here on there. I wasn't expecting the guy to come around the corner. I was expecting to die here fighting this guy, but we get into a nice little close corner brawl. And as I'm trying to pressure this guy, unfortunately my ally on the other side died, and you can see how close it is when this ball just smokes him in the face afterwards. But if you guys enjoyed that on there, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, pass it on to your friends. If you hated it, pass it on to your enemies. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a coffee shop in the link below where you can buy me a coffee. And if you would like to join our community, there's Discord as well. Take care.